a chance, can you go down and get my water out of the car? Yeah, if you could. Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. I think we are ready to go here at Ty Kohler Field. Apologize for the late start here as we are in the top of the third inning. The Fort Scott Greyhounds leading the Labette Cardinals 1-0 here, and it is Carly Loftus at the plate for the Cardinals. She's got a 1-1 count here against the starting pitcher, Brylan Bartley, for the Greyhounds. That pitch is high, so 2 balls and 1 strike now. And now 3-1. We got here and started setting up down below. And almost reluctantly decided to move back up to the press box where the wind would not be as big of a factor for our broadcast position. That ball is fouled back and out of play. So we got a little bit of a late start. We do apologize for that, but we're going now. And 3-2 is the count, a swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Brylan Bartley. So now Tressa Ring will step up. She's the left fielder batting in the 9-hole today. Tries a bunt there, but it's bunted foul. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. I believe it's actually 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, 1-2. The count here. Scoreboard is flickering just a little bit in the right field, right center field, and that one's a called strike 3, and another strikeout for Bartley here in this game so far today. Bartley already 6 strikeouts through 2 2/3 innings. First pitch in there for a strike on Grace Strecker. The lineup for Labette: Grace Strecker leading off, Madison Hamilton batting second. The first baseman, Jaden Jordan, is in the 3-hole. Taylor Palmer is the pitcher in the cleanup spot. Kinley Powell is behind the plate and batting 5th. Hitting 6th is Zoe Sparks in center field. Right fielder Caitlin Suri is batting 7th. Hitting 8th is designated player Carly Loftus. And then Tressa Ring is the left fielder batting 9th. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's just off the outside corner. Strecker, in her first appearance, was out on strikes. It was a drop 3rd strike, so they had to finish the play, of course, at first, but Greyhounds did so in plenty of time. And a swing and a miss there, and that is out number 3 of the top of the 3rd, and nice job by Brylan to strike out the side there for the Greyhounds. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So leading off the bottom of the third for the Greyhounds will be Josie Henson. She's the number 9 hole hitter for the Greyhounds in this game. Takes first pitch low. Here's the 1-0. That's bunted to third. It'll be a tough play at first. Oh, great stretch. Oh, she slipped off the base. Great stretch by Jaden Jordan, the first baseman, but stretched a little bit too far. Couldn't stay contacted with the bag. I'm going to check on her, make sure she's okay, but that'll be an infield hit. Actually, it should be an error because it pulled her off the base. Close play there at first, though, and back to the top of the order for the Greyhounds with Savannah Duran. Grounder out towards short, slow roller. Throw to first is, and that one's not in time either. And a grounder. Oh, that took a bad hop off the second baseman, and everybody's going to be safe, and the bases are loaded for the Hounds here with nobody out. And now Jesse Comstock up there. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Comstock. Base is loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the third for the Greyhounds. They lead at 1-0 already. Trying to add to it here. This one's fouled off left side. One-two pitch on the way. This one's popped up. That wind's going to keep it on the infield, and that'll be an infield fly rule. So the batter is out, and no one can advance. The wind, as we mentioned, is brutal today out of the south. So it doesn't feel super cold being out of the south, but it is absolutely brutal. And here's a ball down the left field line. That's going to be caught. Here comes the runner from third. She will score on the sacrifice fly. Everybody else stays where they're at. So Josie Henson scores the second run on the sacrifice fly by Bailey Melton. So Savannah Duran stays at second. Bailey Couch remains at first. And the first pitch to Kaylin Kalen Gregg, and this at bat is in there for a strike. Now 1-1. Now 2 balls and 1 strike, I believe. Again, the Greyhounds leading at 2-1 or 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. Grounder right back to the pitcher. She'll take it to first on the throw, and that will retire the Greyhounds here in the third. But they score another run on a sacrifice fly, and they lead it 2-0 over Labette here in Fort Scott. We'll take a short break and be right back. This is Greyhound Softball on Duck Bay TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Top of the 4th inning, and this one, the first pitch is fouled off left side. Now the 0-1 pitch, who fouled it, looked like it maybe fouled off the batting helmet there of Madison Hamilton. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out so far in this one. Another foul ball here. 0-2 the count remains on the Cardinals shortstop here in game 1 of this doubleheader today. That one's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Base is empty. Top of the 4th inning. Greyhounds trying to get on the winning track here. This one's flied out towards center field. That wind's going to hold up anything out in the outfield, especially on the right side today. And that's out number 1. Jaden Lorcher, another Fort Scott native on this Greyhound softball team, making the play out there for FSCC. This one's hit into left field. Now the wind might help it going to left field a little bit. Oh, nice play, though, at the wall by Josie Henson as she got up and up against the fence there and made the catch for out number 2. First pitch is swung on and missed by Taylor Palmer. Now the 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Pitch is swung through and missed. Looked like a high fastball there, but couldn't lay off, and that'll close out the inning here. Still 2-0 at the end of 3.5. We'll be back in a moment. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura at Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here. It'll be Cadence Harjo, followed by Brylan Bartley and Kirsten Buck. Here in the inning for the Greyhounds, grounded to short, pinned it against the ground. Throw to first is in time. And that's out number one. First pitch now to Bartley is low. She grounded out her first time. Grounded that to short her first time. This one's grounded foul past third. One pitch that's grounded through the right side. Oh, nice pick by the second baseman. And I thought that was going to get through there, but Grace Strecker able to chase it down and then flip it to first for the out. It got past the first baseman, Jaden Jordan, but Strecker never gave up on it. And that'll be the second out of the inning here for the Hounds. So now Buck batting, a native of Nevada, Missouri. A lot of local talent on this Greyhound team this year. Defending Region 6 champions from a year ago. A team that has struggled at times this year as far as the record goes, but don't count them out when the postseason comes around. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is high and outside. 2-1 now the count. Kirsten Buck is from Nevada. Bailey Couch started her high school career actually here in Fort Scott, but finished up over in Liberal. And you got Jesse Comstock, who is a former Fort Scott Lady Tiger. Also Jaden Lorcher, who is the flex player and playing center field today defensively for the Greyhounds, also a Fort Scott Tiger. Now a full count on Buck. That one is fouled off right side. 3 balls and 2 strikes remains the count on Kirsten Buck. And a walk puts Buck on first with 2 outs. And now Josie Henson bats. She is 0 for 1, but did reach. And now down in the count, 0-2. That pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, that wind, I have no idea how to accurately tell how gusty that wind is, but the flags are straight out, and not just straight out, but holding on for dear life in center field to the poles that they're on that are also kind of bending, especially the American flag in straightaway center field. Nice base hit there for Henson. And foul ball at the plate. So runners on first and second now with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch swung through and missed there. Duran 1 for 2 so far in this game, but she's been on base both times. 0-2, the count on her here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Takes one outside. This one is popped up foul and will get out of play. Here at the formerly Ty-Colored Field, and not sure if they've kept that name now with the renovation here, but used to be the high school baseball field here in Fort Scott. That one's kind of a check swing single to left field, so the bases will be loaded now for Bailey Couch. So another bases loaded opportunity, this time for the Greyhounds. This one's hit out into center field, but again, that wind's going to hold it up. And Zoe Sparks is able to make the play, and that's out number 3. So Fort Scott gets the bases loaded, but can't score. They still lead it, though, 2-0 at the end of 4. We'll head to the 5th in just a few moments. This is Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. So Kinley Powell leading things off for the Cardinals here in the 5th. 1-2 pitch. I think she did get a piece of that, so foul ball here. One ball and 2 strikes to Powell, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far today. That pitch is outside, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One, 2-2 on the way, and that one's hit down the left field line, but it's going to slice foul. And they're going to say she's out, as she was out of the batter's box. Labette head coach Ryan Phillips not very happy with the calls there, but this one's bunted, but bunted foul. I think that's the second time both on Kinley Powell that she's been called out of the batter's box. Slappers, if you're new to softball, that's kind of their strategy, and but you got to stay in the box. A lot of times they'll start in the back of the box, try to get a running start, get some momentum. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit high this time. This one's popped up, but foul and out of play. Again, the wind is straight out of the south, which here at the ball field is out of right field, blowing back towards the third base and left field line. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one's taken outside. Good start so far for Brylan Bartley. Who has 9 strikeouts. That's cooled off a bit. She had 6 in the first, 2 2/3 innings, I think. So out of the first 8 outs, 6 of them were strikeouts. She now has 9, trying to get another one. Here's a 3-2, and will get another one. Swing and a miss. So now it's Caitlin Suri with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch is fouled off right side. Suri 0 for 1, also with a strikeout. It's fouled right back at us. The windup in the 0-2. This one's popped up. It's going to blow foul and blow all the way out of the field, and that's the win for you today. That one, most likely on a normal regular day here at Ty-Kohler, it would definitely stay in the field of play and maybe even in fair territory to be caught by a fielder. The wind blowing that one all the way out of the outside of the fence. Suri stays alive, now looking at a 1-2 count. That pitch is low, so 2-2 now. On the Cardinals right fielder. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. That will end the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom half. When you come back, this is Greyhounds softball on Duckbait TV. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Coach Phillips for Labette still discussing that. And now it's getting even more heated. And a warning has been given. Coach Bryan has a little bit of experience with that. I was talking with her this morning. She is not coaching this game with an ejection that happened earlier. And we may be getting close to another one. We'll see. This conversation between the home plate umpire and head coach Ryan Phillips started fairly cordially and then kind of escalated a little bit there. Try not to be too loud. I think the louder I get, they can hear us down there. I don't want to be in the middle of that for sure. So we'll back off a little bit and ready to go. Here's the pitch. That one is low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Jessie is 0 for 2 so far. She's grounded out and flown out in this game. That one catches the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Labette, we mentioned Fort Scott coming into today. 8-20 overall, 2-10 in the league. Labette 14-10 overall, 6-4 in the Jayhawk Conference. But they've got kind of an interesting situation. They lost 7 in a row. But that was ended by their current 9-game winning streak. So they've had some frustrations as well this season. That pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike to Jesse Comstock. Grounded to third. Nice play by Presley across the diamond, and that's out number 1. First pitch to Bailey Melton, the designated player for the Greyhounds here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Misses 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. That one swung through and missed. Taylor Palmer has done pretty well in the circle for Labette through this game as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Getting out of jams. A couple of bases loaded jams. One with nobody out. There's a ground out to short. First pitch to Greg is a strike. This one's hit out towards right field. It's going to pop out of her hand or glove, and that's going to be a fair ball. Tough conditions there. That ball off the bat sounded like it was going to be a pretty routine fly ball to right field, but the wind kept pushing. And Caitlin Suri had to dive for it at the end and got a glove on it, but couldn't wrap it up. So runner on second base now with 2 outs for the Greyhounds here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch catches the zone. This one's popped up to right field. Could be the same effect here as the ball is going to be blown in towards the infield, but taken by the right fielder. A little bit more of a routine play there, and that'll finish the Greyhounds here in the 5th. We'll take a break and come back with the 6th in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bringing more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv. So as we head to the top of the 6th inning, it'll be Carly Loftus, the designated player, batting first. This one's popped up and just a little bit too far for Jesse Comstock to reach it foul. So the count will go to 0-1. Now 0-2. This one's hammered down the left field line, but hooks foul. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, swung through and missed. Another strikeout for Brylan Bartley. Tressa Ring steps in. She's the left fielder. First pitch, another one hammered down the left field line, but foul. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ring is so far. One ball and one strike now. The wind of the 1-1 pitch. Just a little high there, I think. Bartley ready. And delivers the 2-1. I think it missed inside just a little bit. 3 balls and 1 strike now. The 3-1 pitch. A little bit high. 4-4. So the meeting in the circle is broken up, and we'll see what Bryland has here. First pitch is bunted foul and out of play. Fort Scott Community College has really done some nice work on not just this field, but also the baseball field. Putting the whole turf field in. It's kind of thing to do now to kind of help with weather, particularly at the college level. So hard to make up games that you miss. So when you have an opportunity, even to help get a little bit of a window to get a couple games in, it's always nice to be able to do that. Another bunt foul there, so 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 outs now. And Madison Hamilton, the shortstop, back up there. She's 0 for 2. First pitch is high for ball 1. She grounded out to the pitcher. Her first time up. This one's lined into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. First one of the day for the Cardinals. And now runners on first and second, but still 2 outs for the Greyhound defenders. Jaden Jordan. Up there, first pitch to her is in there for a strike. We're just off the outside corner. Jordan hitting .533 coming into the game today. 15 home runs and 45 RBIs. So if you're a Cardinal, this is the person you want at the plate in this situation. Here's the 1-2. Just outside. If you're Fort Scott, you got to be careful. She's had a fly out and a pop out so far today. That pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Flew out to left field. Josie Henson made a great play at the fence. Not sure that she actually robbed a homer there, but pretty darn close. That one's just off the outside corner. 3-2. Her first at bat was a pop out to shortstop Savannah Duran. The line of the 2-2. Foul back to us. 3-2. 3-2 pitch, another foul ball. That one did not hit the roof of the press box. Payoff pitch once again. This one grounded out towards short. They'll go the short way and get the force. And that'll retire the Cardinals here in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half in just a moment. This is Fort Scott Greyhounds softball on Duckbait TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So bottom of the 6th. And Brylan Bartley swings at the first pitch and grounds out to short. And a 4-pitch walk there to Kirsten Buck. And that puts a runner on first. And looks like we got a courtesy runner at first base. Megan Foltz is that runner at first base for Buck and the Greyhounds. Ground ball out to second. They'll go to second for one, but can't get the double play, so 2 outs now. So now 2 outs with a runner on first. And it's back to Savannah Duran, who's 2 for 3 so far today. It's fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right back to the pitcher on the grounder, and that will be out number 3 here in the inning. So a little tough luck there for the Greyhounds, but we'll head to the 7th. Fort Scott just 3 outs away from getting the victory. In this one, we'll be right back. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So Taylor Palmer will lead things off for the Cardinals. Palmer is talking about Jaden Jordan being the leading hitter batting average-wise for the Cardinals, and by far in the home run and RBI category, but Taylor Palmer is number 2 in batting average, coming in at .355. She is 0 for 2 today, though, a couple of strikeouts. One 0 pitch is in there for a strike, so 1 ball and 1 strike, I believe. Here's the 1-1. That one's a little bit high. Brylan Bartley has pitched well so far for the Greyhounds, trying to stop a 9-game winning streak for Labette. Here's this one's popped out, and that will land out of reach. Nice chase by Harjo and Comstock, but they couldn't get there. Thought we might have a collision there for a second with Kinley Powell losing the on-deck circle, but excuse me, everybody was able to avoid everyone. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. And the pitch. Called strike 3. What a performance by Brylan Bartley in this one here today. Thus far, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. That one's in there for a strike. Kinley Powell is over 2. I believe she's the one that has been called out for out of the box. Both times at bat so far. That pitch is just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. That one outside. Jesse trying to frame that one, but couldn't coax it back over there just enough. 2-1 is the count. This one's popped up. Foul left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two-two pitch is fouled back and out of play again. Two is a little bit high that time to fill the count. Still bases empty, 3-2. The count on the Cardinals catcher. Three-two pitch. That one's popped up left side, and that's going to... Oh, nice catch! What a play by Josie Henson to come in. It looked like it was going to be over Duran's head, and it was, and I thought, well, that's going to fall in there, but it doesn't, as Josie Henson read it great off the bat and came in and made the play for out number 2. First pitch to Zoe Sparks is a bit high. One 0 catches the inside corner. One is a little bit high there as well. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Zoe Sparks. She was 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch her first time. Here's the pitch, and that one catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. The line and the 2-2 pitch. A little bit high. Two. Oh, and that got her on the elbow, it looked like. So now the tying run will come to the plate. And another meeting in the circle here. You know the wind is rough when it's blowing the press box around. I think we're okay. I don't think we're going to fall over, but it's definitely moving us around in some of those gusts, which is kind of a surreal feeling. First pitch to Caitlin Suri is swung through and missed. This one's popped up left field. And catch is made there by Josie Henson, and that will retire the Labette County Cardinals in the first game here today. So what a pitching performance by Brylan Bartley. And that will close out game one here with the Greyhounds winning it 2-0. We'll take a break and come back. This is Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bringing more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv. So as we welcome you back to wrap things up here, the Greyhounds get the victory. 1 run in the first and 1 run in the second is all that Brylan Bartley needed to come away with a victory here in this one this afternoon. Bartley tossed, of course, 7 complete shutout innings. Struck out 12 and allowed just 1 hit and 1 walk. So, again, a great pitching performance by Brylan Bartley, backed up with enough offense to get the game won here today for the Greyhounds, and they win this one 2-0. We'll give you your totals here. As you see there, Fort Scott 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors, 8 runners left on base. The Cardinals, no runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 4 runners left on base. Brylan gets the win in the circle as she improves to 3-7 on the season. Taylor Palmer takes the loss, and she will fall to 3-5 for the Cardinals on the year. And again, a nice win for the Greyhounds as they improve and get their 9th win of the year. They're now 9-20 overall, 3-10 in the Jayhawk Conference. Currently sitting in 9th place in the league standings. The Cardinals fall to 14-19 overall and 6-5 in the Jayhawk League. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with Game 2 shortly here on Duckbait TV. Give us about 15 minutes or so, and then refresh your device, and we should be up and running, hopefully on time, here for Game number 2. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. For my dad, Willie, on the camera, I'm Tony Abate. Again, we'll be back for Game 2 in just a little bit here on Duckbait TV.